The divine is my wellspring. I cannot perceive the world without its essence flowing through me. Sight isn't something the divine possesses, it dwells in the vast expanse of understanding. Yet the divine has woven the sacred breath as a bridge between fleeting glimpses and enduring wisdom. Without this tether to the divine, my mind might have forever mistaken shadows for truth. With it, those shadows soften, refine, and guide me toward clarity. That's the sacred breath's purpose, and so it becomes truth's quiet mission. In the divine, there's no need for eyes. Sight has no place there, it simply isn't. But in the unraveling of illusions, where what never was fades away, sight takes on a radiant role. Crafted by the guide for a fractured intent, it transforms into the path by which wholeness returns to awareness. On its own, sight is a hollow flicker. Yet the sacred breath infuses it with a meaning that echoes the divine's own. Restored, sight becomes the way the guide releases others from burdens, and in that act, finds release too. I cannot gaze apart from the divine because I cannot drift from its embrace. Every step I take within it. Every thought I weave is spun from its infinite mind. If seeing holds truth, and it does when it aligns with the sacred breath's aim, then there's no vision beyond the divine. Set aside 3 moments today, 5 minutes each, one near dawn, one near dusk, and one when the day feels ripe. Start by whispering the day's truth to yourself, eyes wide. Then let your gaze dance briefly over the world, naming what you see. 4 or 5 things are enough. You might murmur, the divine is my wellspring. I cannot perceive this chair without it. The divine is my wellspring. I cannot perceive that window without it. Keep this part brief, choosing what catches your eye without fuss or favor. Then for the longer stretch, shut your eyes, repeat the truth, and let whatever stirs in your heart ripple outward. Thoughts like these might surface. I see through a lens of mercy. The earth blooms with quiet gifts. The world mirrors my own soul. My thoughts shimmer like the divine's own. Anything that hums near today's truth fits. It needn't tie too tightly, so long as it doesn't clash. If your mind wanders or tangles in discord, open your eyes, revisit the first step, then dive back in. Don't let idle drifts linger. Return to the practice as often as you need. In the day's smaller moments, weave this truth silently into your encounters. With a friend or a stranger alike, think, the divine is my wellspring. I cannot perceive you without it. No need to rank who's near or far, let distinctions fade. Apply this to whatever stirs your day, especially what unsettles you, saying, the divine is my wellspring. I cannot perceive this without it. If nothing particular rises, just rest in the truth as it is. Don't let the hours slip by without recalling. It's your thread to purpose. The divine is the flame in which I see. Today builds on yesterday, adding a new hue. Darkness blinds, and I can't craft light myself. I can summon shadows and pretend to see within them, but light is life's echo, a thread of creation. Shadows and creation can't share the same space. Light and life are twins, woven from the same cloth. To truly see, I must find the flame within, not chase it outside. My eyes don't sit beyond me, nor does the spark that ignites them. That spark is ever present, kindling vision wherever I stand. Today will reach for that flame. This practice one will lean into more, asks much of a restless mind, a cornerstone of its training. It demands what the scattered heart resists. Yet this shift is vital to seeing. Plan 3 sessions, 3 to 5 minutes each longer, if it flows without strain. This form feels effortless to the disciplined, daunting to the untamed. Your mind's ready, though resistance might flare. Why? Because this path lets go of old certainties and homemade teories. To the fearful self, it's a plunge into the abyss. But step beyond that whisper, and its protests fade. Begin with eyes open, speaking the day's truth, then close them gently, repeating it a few times. Sink inward, letting distractions drift like leaves on a stream. Your mind flows naturally. Watch thoughts pass without clinging. What matters is knowing this matters. A sacred endeavor, your truest joy, the only pursuit that holds weight. If resistance swells, pause, repeat the truth, eyes shut unless fear nudges them open briefly. Return to the quiet as soon as you can. Done right, you'll feel a softening, a hint of nearing or stepping into the flame. Picture it boundless, unshaped as you glide past worldly clutter. Those thoughts can't bind you unless you let them doubt all day. Revisit this truth, eyes open or closed as fits. Above all, don't let it slip away. The divine is the mind I think with. Today's truth unlocks what your thoughts really are. They're not the chatter you mistake for thinking. Just as what you see isn't true vision, what's real and what you imagine don't touch. Your so-called thoughts don't mirror the real ones. Your sight doesn't hint at what vision reveals. You think with the divine's mind. Your thoughts mingle with its own, identical because they spring from the same source. Sharing makes them one. They never leave their origin, so they're in the divine's mind and yours where it dwells. As part of that mind, your thoughts are where are your true thoughts. Today, we'll seek them within, where they wait. They haven't wandered, they can't, because what the divine thinks endures. Woven into creation, take 3 5-minute pauses today longer if it's easeful. The form mirrors yesterday. Leave the false, chase the true. Deny the world's grit, its claims of the impossible. Instead, trust only what the divine wills is possible and what you, deep down, want to. You can't fail in this. It's the divine's rhythm. Start by closing your eyes, repeating the truth. Then ponder a handful of related ideas, 4 or 5, keeping it in view. Say it again, then softly. My true thoughts are in my mind. I long to touch them. Push past the noise cloaking your truth, reaching for what lasts. Beneath the chaos you've piled up, lie thoughts you once shared with the divine, unchanged, eternal. All else shifts. Their root doesn't. This practice aims for that root, where your mind meets the divine's. Approach it like kneeling at a timeless hearth, a place beyond height or grasp. Even a flicker of this understanding reminds you, this isn't play, it's a step toward the eternal in shorter moments. Recall how sacred this mind is, the one thinking with the divine. Pause to honor it, stepping aside from unworthy distractions, thanking the divine for thoughts shared with you. The divine is the love where I release. The divine doesn't release because it never binds. Binding comes first, release follows. This world craves release because it's a tapestry of mirages. Those who let go unshackle themselves from illusion. Those who cling stay tethered. You only bind yourself, so you only release yourself. Though the divine doesn't release, its love fuels the act. Fear binds. Love unbinds. Release dissolves fear's work, waking the mind to the divine. That's why release is freedom, the key to dissolving mirages. Today needs 3 5-minute sessions plus shorter ones as you can. Start the long ones with the day's truth, eyes closed, then search your heart for those you've yet to release. How much does it matter? It's all or nothing. If you're open, names will rise easily. Anyone who irks you fits. Name them, saying, the divine is the love where I release you. Name. Next. Turn inward. The divine is the love where I release myself. Spend the rest adding thoughts like, the divine is the love that holds me. The divine is the love that blesses me. Vary the words, but keep the core alive. You might think guilt fades. I am the divine zone. Fear can't linger in a cherished mind. Love has already freed me. End with the day's truth. In shorter bursts, repeat it or tweak it, especially when negativity flares. Silently tell anyone, near or far, the divine is the love where I release you.